Last week on Masterpiece.
It is when we as women do not find a balance between all that is required from the hat or hats worn and taking time to care for self that we find ourselves lost in the mix. As a result, we become burnt out, depressed, stressed, frustrated, bittered, moody, in an attitude, on the edge, therefore causing our hats to tilt to one side when it should be standing straight up on top of our heads. I highly recommend that all women should make it a habit to indulge in what I call a bubble moment. A bubble moment on a regular basis. A bubble moment, write this down, is when you become emotionally, mentally, and physically encapsulated in activities that not only bring you pleasure, but it usher in the serenity needed to tame one's emotions, physical health, and thoughts such as jogging, reading a book while taking a warm, relaxing bubble bath, going for a hike. That's me time. A bubble moment literally becomes a spa treatment for your emotion, body, and even your mind. We have grown accustomed to our lives being set on autopilot. As we rearrange our schedules to make sure the daily routines, events, obligations are properly attended to, we fail to carve out some time to land in order to refuel our body, our mind, and emotions for the journey ahead. As a result, giants, stress, discord in our relationships, unaddressed insecurity, anxiety are causing havoc in our lives. Our emotions and thoughts are at odds with each other, therefore giving rise to mental and physical fatigue and emotional instability. We have become everything to everybody that self is lost in the mix. But this is a new day, and we are taking back our identity. We are slaying those giants of stress and anxiety and depression by employing boundaries, mental boundary, relational boundary, and personal space boundaries. These boundaries will undergird us as we master life rather than life mastering us.
This week on Masterpiece.
Welcome back to our show, beautiful ladies, where we're growing from the inside out in order to transform from being a piece of art to a masterpiece. I want you to get your cup of coffee or tea or your favorite beverage, your notebook or your journal, your pencil or your pen, and I want us to go down the road called mental boundaries. I hope you enjoy. And please do not forget to subscribe at the link below.
You're special, you're amazing, you're awesome, you're brilliant, you are
a masterpiece. You are brilliant, you are strong, you're a masterpiece. Brilliant, strong, you're a masterpiece. You're brilliant, you're strong, you're a masterpiece. You are brilliant, you are strong, a masterpiece.
The ability to think is something that we all should be grateful for because there are so many facets of the mind: recalling, dreaming, imagining, analyzing, reasoning. We can easily overexert our mind to the point that it can sometimes become dull or not as sharp as usual, therefore causing us to not function at a highest level. Case in point, have you ever felt like your mind hurt? You just can't think any further? Or if you have to think one more thing, you're going to scream? Or have you found yourself unable to make sound decisions due to the fact that you are mentally fatigued? If you answer yes to one or all of these questions, then you need to hurry up and install boundaries. Two things are important here: maintaining your sanity and putting your mind on a regular rest and reset schedule so that it can effectively do what it was designed to do: think. So what does a mental boundary look like? I'm glad you asked. I want you to go find a rope, nothing less than 12 inches, and lay it across a kitchen or family room floor. Let one side of the rope represent your mind and the other side represent people, places, and things. You see, the rope symbolizes the boundaries which separate your mind, part of your internal world, from the people, places, and things, which is your external world. Now, I want you to write down on a piece of paper your thoughts, habits, and people, like family members, co-workers, social events, affairs of the world that have some access to your thought life. Now, ask yourself the following questions. 1, how much time is allocated towards the people, places, and things in your life? 1 meaning very little, and 5 meaning somewhat, and 10 meaning total consumption. Number 2, are the majority of your thoughts you are having during the day all about certain people, places, or things, mainly positive or negative? In other words, who are you giving your thought life to? Look at your results very carefully, then create a rule or rules that will be sturdy enough to undergird this particular boundaries. For instance, making it a habit of keeping your mind on positive, uplifting things despite the negativity that tries to come in from all different directions. Now here's the rule. Take at least 2 10-minute mental naps every day to rest and reset your mind. Rule. Think more about the solution rather than the problem. I was at Target one morning after working out at the gym, and after I placed all my must-haves in the shopping basket, I decided to head towards the home decor section before leaving the store. Now, while I was browsing, I began to engage in small-scale conversation with one of the store representatives who was diligently organizing the shelves. In the midst of our conversation, I was explaining to her the importance of resting and resetting the mind at least twice a day so that mind will be able to be refreshed and alert. She had the nerve to laugh at me with a sarcastic undertone and said, "I don't have time for that." And as we departed our separate ways, I was saddened to the fact that she did not think enough of herself to at least consider the suggestion of taking time out to infuse her mind with some tender, loving care and structure. Well, beautiful ladies, that's all the time that I have. I want you to read over your notes, reflect on what you heard today, and see yourself creating your mental boundary. Then put it into action. In the comment box below, I want you to answer this following question. Are you resting and resetting your mind on a daily basis? If yes, tell me how. And if not, tell me why not. Until next time, repeat after me. I was born brilliant and beautiful. I am a masterpiece.
Brilliant, you were strong.